Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm here with my week 17 Deck the Year project where I alter a playing card for every week of the year. 52 cards in a deck, 52 weeks in a year. And this one I'm using my Lavinia stamps. I'm inspired by Andrea the Cumbrian Crafter. I will link her video below where she creates beautiful things. I'm not really very pleased with what I've created, but that is my fault, not her fault. So if you want to see how I muddle my way through this to create this little playing card, then please keep watching. This is a challenge that's hosted by Penny from Penny's Crafty Creations. She's a thoroughly lovely lady and a really talented crafter, and you can join in by just using the hashtag #DeckTheYear and tagging Penny in your creations. So yeah, if you want to see what I'm up to today, please keep watching. Okay, so I've got this Lavinia stamp set that I bought a little while ago and I've not used it yet. And this is kind of inspired by a video that Andrea, the Cumbrian Crafter, did a little while ago. In fact, she might well have used this very floral stamp where she did some stamping with her Lavinia stamps, and then she used masking fluid to protect the stamped image while she then did some spraying and stuff. So I thought, I've got masking fluid. I bought it when I was doing those snowflake things. So I am going to have a go the same way. So I'm going to do a couple of these. Would a third go? It would be sticking out. I love how Lavinia creates these kind of... They're not like anything you would find really in nature, but they're so fun. Right, let me stick it there. Okay, so that's the first step. I'm just going to let that ink do its thing. And let that dry before I put on my... whatchamacallit? Masking fluid. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so this is the one I've got, Winsor & Newton Art Masking Fluid, and I bought it for some watercolour, and I'm that daft, it didn't really occur to me that I could use it with my sprays. So I am just going to... I think I might be smudging. Am I smudging my ink? Yes, I definitely am. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a while. Okay, so I had a slight flaw in the programme. This is the one I started with, and you can see it moved the ink around. So I let it dry for quite a while and then started again, and it's the same thing. So I don't know. I mean, I use Memento with alcohol inks and things, so... But maybe it's not good with watercolour. Maybe I should have used something different. Anyway, so that one's no use. No use. So then I stamped it again with the Memento, but I went over it with the clear embossing powder, ran the heat tool over it and heat embossed it And then once that had completely dried, now it has slightly bubbled, this playing card, but that's just, I think, what happens when you heat emboss a playing card. So then I put the masking fluid on with a little brush and let that dry. It did take quite a while, but you can see still the pattern is there underneath. So that is where I'm at now. So now I can get my glass mat, I can get some sprays, and we can add a bit of colour. Okay, so I've got a selection. I don't want to do anything too bright, but we'll see how this works. So I've got 2 oxides, evergreen bough and tumbled glass. I've got the distress spray stain and twisted citron, and I've got squeezed lemonade distress spritz, and I've got my water, and I've got my trusty kitchen towel. So I'm going to start with the sort of blue up the top, a bit of this green down the bottom, a bit of green, maybe another bit of blue more. Add a little bit of water just to let that kind of run a bit. And then I think I need to just let this kind of dry for a wee bit and then see what it's like. So I'm going to pause again. Okay, so I have kind of gone back in a bit with a wee bit more colour. I've added in a bit more of this green, although I think it's the gesso in the plastic, it kind of disappears. I went back in with a bit of peacock feather up here and a bit more of the yellow, and then I've added a little bit of the distress spritz and squeezed lemonade and mowed lawn, which is very subtle, but I think there is a little bit of sheen there. Just wondering, I think I do have a darker green. I've got this, which is a Lindy's Starburst spray, and it's called Ponderosa Pines Olive, and it's got a bit of a sheen to it. I wonder if I might just do a little bit down the bottom of that. That's quite nice. That's quite nice, a wee bit, and it's not too... Just let that dry a wee bit. I've also just dabbed it off, the colour off the flower. And I did a little digging. These were also new stamps that I bought from Lavinia, and I wondered if I might just use a little bit of maybe some of this one. Here we go. Now, I do have I've got a bit of a dark green. Just being impatient now. Impatient. Wonder what this will do, what this will look like. Nothing very much. Okay. Okay, Jenny, well done. That's fabulous. Oh, I think the various sprays are doing something there. Maybe the sheen, I don't know. But you know, that's kind of okay. Okay, so that's a wee bit of something there. I still got I'm not really a fan of using baby wipes, but I think I must have had these from being at a music festival or something, which I've not really found a alternative, so might as well use what I've got. Okay, so that's something. What about, I've got some little, have I? Oh. You hear that collapsing pile of junk? Tell you what, first thing tomorrow, what I am going to do is clear my desk and clear the little piles around my desk. Okay, so it does feel sort of dry. Maybe I'll go in with some black. Might be a bit too much. Okay, so that's a wee bit. Sorry, I think my stomach has now started troubling. Oh god. So do you know what, I might just try and look at that. It's very satisfying unmasking the that. Now I could just leave them white, or I was thinking I might go in with a little bit of pink. So I might just go in with these. So this is my tri-blend and this is coral. Like so. Yeah, that looks alright. I think the bottom's a bit of a mess. I wish I'd not done all that. What could I do to cover that up? I could put some kind of words, couldn't I? Now I've got this. Some see a weed, others see a wish. I wonder if I could stamp that on something. A bit of scrap card, which I have. I have some here. Okay. Do you know what I should have done is done a sort of coloured bit. Could do that with this. Oh, these pens are running out. What an annoying noise that is. Sorry. Is that a big enough? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So, let me just chop into this. And then maybe some little sparkles on the stamens of the flower. What? That helps a wee bit with my mistake. Let me just... Oh, and just like that, it's 4:30. I don't know where the day is gone. Right. Let me stick that on there. And then I might just go in with this, which is the sort of clear sparkle, white blizzard, and add a little... Oh, it's kind of blocked up. That's rubbish. Let me see what I've got. I think I've got a nice pinky one, actually. With corally. Okay. So I've got yellow. That's a sparkly one, which is called Yellow Bird. This one is just translucent. It's the Jewel Drops and it's rose water. And this is Summer Sunrise Glitter Drops. So I think that one is going to go on there. And maybe just a little bit on this. Little sparkle there. And is this one blocked as well? I've never had bother with these blocking, but I seem to have now. Okay, so that is the finished, ignore the bottom half tag. I hope that you like it. No, I don't really like it. It's a mess. Okay, this might be the worst one I've ever done. And from the start, things were going wrong, weren't they? Give me some feedback. Harsh comments or kind, whatever you feel. Whatever you feel I could do with, I will gratefully receive. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more of my tags, I promise you the rest of them are not quite such a disaster, then the playlist will be linked in the description box for this video. And if you would like to see more of what everybody else is making, then you can just click on the hashtag for Deck the Year. Thanks so much. Take care. I'll be back very soon with another video.